Samsung Galaxy Fold and Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus, two amazing devices with top-notch specs, and of course the biggest question, what to buy, what to choose. Well, this is very hard because both devices have amazing features, top-notch specs, as I said, and the experience it's different. So in this video I want to make a complex comparison between these two devices, and finally you will be able to decide what to get for you, what is the best choice. Let's analyze first the specs, and after that I will tell you my experience and how I see these two devices. First of all, the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, a huge screen, it's impressive, 6.8 inches with a surface 114 square centimeters. Here, for example, you have 7.3 inches, not a huge difference between 7.3 and 6.8, but here with this 7.3 inches you will have 163 square centimeters, almost double the screen. So here you will have again 163 square centimeters, here 114. This is impressive. This screen, from the first moment when you will unfold it like this, you will say, this is crazy, this is another level. Anyway, so this is the size of the screen for each device. Of course, the resolution it's different on each device because you will have a different size of the screen, but both devices have impressive top-notch displays. And here you will have, for example, 498 ppi density. Here you'll have 362 ppi density because you have a bigger screen. You know this aspect with the pixels per inch. Both displays are HDR10 Plus capable, and the surprise and all the bonus on this folding device is this screen 4.6 inches. The second screen, or the main screen, how you want to call it, here you can do anything. You have the Android on it and everything. It's available to you here on this small screen. And the most impressive feature, anything that you will open here, it will seamlessly continue on the bigger screen. All you have to do is to open an app here, I don't know, whatever you want, and after that just unfold it, open it, and you will have it here on this huge screen. This is an impressive feature, and you will see this kind of feature. I don't say it, I don't want to say also the screen, you will see it after 2, 3 or 5 years on other manufacturers. I believe in 10 years you will see an iPhone Fold, and that will be called innovation. Anyway, I don't want to discuss this. So this is a display. In my opinion, this is a winner. You have a bigger display, you have a second display here, and the experience on this display, it's different and better than on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. I know this is a huge screen for most of you, but when you compare it with this is the winner, Galaxy Fold, because you have this huge screen, and in a second you will do it, you will fold it, and you will have this small device, much easier to hold it in your hand and much easier to use it with only one hand. This is the advantage. So at display category, the Samsung Fold is the winner in my opinion, because it has more features available for you. You will say, well, this display has the S Pen. Indeed, you have this magnific S Pen, you can use it, but if you have a tablet like I do, the Tab S6, you will stop using this S Pen on your Galaxy Note because on that huge screen you will have a better experience. So in everyday life, if you are depending on this S Pen, if you take a lot of notes, if you are drawing, then this is the best choice for you. Otherwise, forget it. Look at this one. This one, the Galaxy Fold, has 263 grams. The Note 10 Plus has 196. So you will have a difference between them, almost 70 grams. What about the operating system? On the Galaxy Fold you have Android 9. On the Galaxy Note 10 Plus you have already the Android 10. But not so huge difference between these two operating systems. In my opinion, at least. You will have some new features here, but you can live without them. What about the cameras? Well, here you will have more cameras if it's important for you. Here on Galaxy Note 10 Plus you have, for example, this selfie camera. It has 10 megapixel and with an f2.2. This one has 3 cameras for the selfie. For example, you have here, if you unfold it, you have 2 cameras here. You have here 2 cameras, and you will have 10 megapixel with an f2.2. It's the same camera from the Galaxy Note 10 Plus with an 1.2 micron, so the same camera. But you will have a second camera, 8 megapixel, a wide lens with an f1.9. So clearly a winner. You have here a better aperture because you have 1.9, here you have 2.2. So these pictures will look much better in low light, inside of a room, and in general. So this is a winner, the Galaxy Fold, because it has 2 cameras and one of them it's much better than this selfie camera on Galaxy Note 10 Plus. It has an f1.9 and you will have more light in low light conditions. So and by the way, it has a depth sensor. Incredible. You will take many advantages from this sensor. The Galaxy Note 10 Plus doesn't have here this sensor. And if you close your device like this, you have another camera here for selfies. It's a 10 megapixel camera with an f2.2, just like this camera on Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Incredible. So if you want a better selfie, just unfold it and use this 8 megapixel camera. So if we talk about the selfies, this is a winner. Obviously, you have a much better camera. What about these cameras? Well, on the back you have here 3 cameras and this 4th camera on Galaxy Note 10 Plus, but let's analyze them. You will have on Samsung Fold a 12 megapixel camera with an f1.5 up to 2.4. And here on Note you will have the same camera, 12 megapixel with an f1.5 up to 2.4. So the same. The second camera on Samsung Fold, you will have 12 megapixel with an f2.4, the telephoto camera, 52 millimeters. Here on Galaxy Note 10 Plus you will have 12 megapixel with an f2.1 telephoto camera. The third camera you will have 16 megapixel with an f2.2 ultra wide. Here on Note 10 Plus you will have also 16 megapixels with an f2.2, the same 12 millimeters ultra wide, the same like here, and they are almost the same. You will have LED flash, HDR for each device. They will have the same specs. You are able to take 4K at 60 frames here. Also on Galaxy Note 10 Plus, the same. If we analyze the entire camera system on both devices, Galaxy Fold is the winner in my opinion, because you will have multiple cameras available for you. You will have a much better camera here for selfie, but you will benefit from this huge screen. And when you take a selfie, it's much easier to take a selfie like this with the Samsung Fold, because you can hold it like this, you can hold it like this and press it here, and it's much easier because it's not this huge like the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. At least from my experience, when I take a selfie with the Note 10 Plus, I'm holding it like this, and it's very hard to holding it like this, because it has this this metal body here, and it's very dangerous to hold it like this anyway. So the winner for me is the Samsung Fold, and not because I love it, but because it's much easier to hold it. You have a better camera on it from my opinion. And also, if you want to take a selfie, you will hold it like this, no danger to lose it or to go off from your hands. With a Note 10, it's kind of dangerous. It's kind of hard, at least from my experience with this device and these slippery edges. Anyway, so if you analyze the cameras and they are important for you, keep in mind that you may get a winner with a Fold. Almost the same cameras on them, but better camera for selfies. What about the sound? Well, they are impressive. If we analyze the sound, keep in mind they are smartphones. I don't know why people would love to hear a smartphone like a portable speaker. For their size, the speakers are impressive. You have stereo speaker on each device, AKG branded, 32 bits at 344 kilohertz, a super sound and super quality. Not many devices have something like this, and not many reviews will tell you this information. You won't have the 3.5mm jack on them, they don't have it, but you can use the Bluetooth 5 connectivity, and from my opinion it's perfect, because you will have that possibility to connect them with an aptX or aptX HD Bluetooth speaker, and the quality, from my opinion and from my tests, it's even better via Bluetooth, because you will have an improved amplification on the speaker if you use that aptX driver. If you connect your cable, from my experience, you will have a lower sound on speakers. I don't know why, but almost all the speakers have this problem. Portable speakers, I mean. If you use the cable, you will have a lower sound on them. If you use the Bluetooth, you will have a louder sound. I don't know why. I believe it's the software on them or some kind of limitation from the manufacturers. So anyway, use the Bluetooth 5 and the aptX drivers on your Bluetooth speakers if you have compatible aptX driver Bluetooth speakers, and everything will be perfect. What about the batteries? Well, you will have non-removable batteries on both devices. Here on Fold you will have 4380 milliamps power. On Galaxy Note you will have 4300. So the battery on Fold, it's bigger. Not by much, but it's bigger. What about charging the battery? Well, on a Samsung Fold you will have fast charging with 15 watts. Also you will have fast wireless charging also with 15 watts. And you will have the power bank feature, reverse wireless charging with 9 watts. On Galaxy Note 10 Plus, also you will have that power bank feature with reverse wireless charging, also with 9 watts. Also you will have the wireless charging with 15 watts, so identical, but here you have that marketing feature, I call it, 45 watts super fast charging or ultra fast charging. Well, nobody it's using because you have to buy a special adapter, and Samsung says it might be dangerous. Also, the battery life will be highly affected if you use only that charger. So from my opinion, it's only a marketing aspect to attract buyers. Nothing usable in everyday life. The 45 watts charging is not usable here. What is important, from my opinion, the RAM and the processor. Here on this device you will have the Snapdragon 855. Here in Europe you will have Exynos 9825, also 7mm processor, just like the Snapdragon 855. But the Snapdragon 855, it's clearly the winner. It's much powerful, and if you want to use your device in games and emulators, this is the winner, because I have a test on my YouTube channel with the tablet Tab S6 that has the Snapdragon also, and any emulator will be much faster, 10 times faster than on Exynos. I don't know why. So this is a winner from the CPU. What about the GPU? This has Adreno 640. This one, if you have the Snapdragon, has the same Adreno 640, but here in Exynos you will have Mali G76 MP12. A powerful GPU, but not impressive in games and emulators, so this is a winner. You will have on each device 12 gigabytes of RAM, so they are equal, but this wins with the internal memory. It has 512 gigabytes, this one has 200, and also you can find a 512 gigabytes model, but it has a huge price. So from my opinion, this is the winner. Processor, memory, RAM, a perfect package. Again, the final question, what to buy or what to use, what to get, whatever you want to ask, is the same question. After using these devices, I would say they are different, and it depends what you need. Again, if you want to use the S Pen, then get the Note 10 Plus. It has a much better price anyway. You will get the same performance, camera almost the same, processor if you have the Snapdragon. If you have Exynos, then no. I'm really sorry to say, but Exynos, it's a fail. I don't know why they did it like this. So this device that I have, it's a fail compared with this one if we analyze the raw power of processor and GPU. But hey, if you want a bigger screen, if you want, for example, let's take this picture, for example, like this. This is what I'm talking about, the screen. The screen is very important, especially if you want to read, to edit your photos, to do video editing. The Samsung Fold is by far the winner. Okay, if you do video editing like this, obviously a bigger screen it's more useful, and this huge screen now is like this. And if you want to use anything on this front screen, you can do it, and it's working flawlessly. So from my aspect, the price of this device, it's okay compared with this one. I know it's a huge price, but hey, this is from the future, and you will enjoy it at maximum. It's something impressive. In everyday life, this is much easier to use because you can hold it like this. It's a smaller device compared with this aspect. If you want to do something here, it's hard. I know we love big screens, but sometimes they are very hard to use, and you will have to hold them with both hands. Here you don't have to do that because you have this 4.6 inches display, and you can use it with only one hand. So this is it. From my opinion, this is the winner. Starting with the specs and continuing with the experience, with this multimedia experience, video editing, photo editing, gameplays. Just look here. If we analyze, for example, the gameplay, here it's impressive. On this huge screen, everything is impressive. I will post gameplays with this device, and you will see you can't compare a gameplay on this beast with the Note 10. The Note 10 is huge indeed, but after you will see the screen on the Samsung Fold, you will say, wow, look how it looks. Indeed, it's a marvelous screen. And what is nice, you can even play it here. Incredible. This is it. And it's working super fast without problems. It's incredible how you can hold it like this, like a mini portable console. And anytime you want to do this, it's unbelievable. So analyze well what you want to use, what you need. If you need the S Pen, if you need a smaller screen and a huge screen when you unfold it, because you will pay a lot of money also on the Note 10 Plus. If you can pay a little more, get this one. The experience will be the ultimate experience on it. And why I'm saying this, this is nothing paid again here. Everything is from my own money, and I wouldn't keep it if this device would have problems or something like this. But you don't have problems with the hinge. You barely notice this line here between the screens. When you fold the screen, outside you will see it more prominent because you will have more light, and it's normal. But inside you barely see it, only from certain angles and on white or black, I don't know, sometimes. But if you are watching movies, if you are watching something like this, if you are browsing, you won't notice. So it's not a problem from my perspective. And what it's cool, you can hold it like this and you can type it here if you use Word or something like this, or if you are watching something, I don't know. It's nice to have it like this. So again, The winner in this moment for me, it's this one. It has a much better experience for you, much better features, and let's be honest, this screen will give you such a sensation that is hard to describe. You have to test it for yourself, because all these gadgets, basically they are some toys, just toys for us, and it doesn't matter what others will say. What toys about these gadgets? No. Yes, these toys, sorry, gadgets, these gadgets are just some toys for big kids, something like this. And this screen will impress you, and you will have such a joy with it. So this is it. This is my experience, and this is the winner by far.